Now, your Midday Ark-La-Miss news update.
Good afternoon on this Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Randy Stone with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. Representative of the 5th Congressional District, Julia Letlow, discussed her thoughts on Trump's sweeping tax and spending package, plus his Big Beautiful Bill Act. NBC 10's Maya Holloway caught up with the Congresswoman.
How do you think his cuts to Medicaid are affecting locals and just statewide?
Yeah, so I believe in work requirements. I know the president does as well. Making sure that illegals are not on the Medicaid rolls. That is really all we were asking in that big, beautiful bill. And so I think the majority of Americans would agree with the president on this, as does Congress. So that's really all that we were asking as far as the Medicaid goes.
The One Big Beautiful Bill Act includes significant cuts to SNAP recipients. 5.3 million families are expected to lose at least $25 in SNAP benefits per month, amounting to $146 per month for each family. We asked Letlow how this would affect Louisiana residents.
Nobody's going to lose their SNAP benefits. I don't believe the fear-mongering that goes with that.
And with hurricane season coming around, residents are worried about their FEMA benefits being slashed. The administration has repealed $3.6 billion worth of grants used for communities to reduce the likelihood of disasters from hurricane damages.
We'll have a plan moving forward, especially since it's hurricane season. We know all too well in Louisiana how important it is for the federal government to come in and aid when we have one of those storms. So I'm working closely with the administration to make sure that true reform happens with FEMA.
Lastly, we asked the Congresswoman about some recent program cuts at ULM and how she intends to bring them back.
Oh gosh, the sky's the limit for the president. I know that she is going to be a go-getter. Happy to work with her on any of those initiatives.
Well, in El Dorado, South Ark College has begun demolition on the current structure where the future Howard Residence Hall will be standing. Back in June of 2024, the college announced additions to the college. In December, they broke ground on 2 of those. The college says the resident hall is expected to be completed fall 2026. They also say the dorms are expected to hold 100 students. South Arkansas College is growing more and more each day. The school is doing its best to help their students the best way they can.
This is going to be huge for a couple of different student populations that we have. And so giving them a really good, solid place on campus to live will be fantastic. But it also will help us recruit students for some of our specialty programs that they can't really get anywhere else in this area.
Well, the housing application is expected to be available out in the next 6 to 8 weeks or so for the first group of students to be able to apply.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
The excessive heat continues again for this afternoon with temperatures still reaching near triple digits, heat index well near 110 degrees, so make sure you're staying safe. Any work exercise still needs to be limited to the early morning hours or late evening. Now, we could possibly see a pop-up shower, maybe pop-up thunderstorm across parts of South Arkansas. We will see some upper level disturbances next few days, but as the cold front will be arriving towards the late week, which will give us a chance to cool down. But until then, just make sure you're staying safe. Partly cloudy for later on tonight, temperatures falling to lower 80s and upper 70s. And then by tomorrow, we're expecting scattered to potentially widespread showers and thunderstorms, which as they pop up will give us a break a little bit from the heat, but however, they probably won't be arriving until around 3 or 4 o'clock, and by 1 or 2 o'clock prior to them arriving, we still could be reaching near upper 90s, so hazardous heat will still be possible for decent chunks of the area even before the storms arrive. So extreme heat warning in effect again with heat advisories because the heat index could be reaching near 110. A lot of places will be just over that. So tonight we fall to the upper 70s mainly, staying muggy, partly cloudy. Then tomorrow, shower thunderstorms kind of start to move in, even though we might still reach near 99 for the daytime high. Now, as we kind of progress out the rest of the week, you'll notice temperatures do begin to drop, and with the arrival of a cold front, or in this case more of a cool front, we will fall to lower 90s over the weekend and stay lower 90s into early next week.
And that's our update for this Tuesday. NBC News Daily will be continuing now. It is still hot out there. Take care of pets and neighbors. Check on them for you. And God bless you.